All right, we got rise and shine morning yoga. We're gonna lie down on the mat, grab a strap, scooch the dog over, a little bit more. Freeze it, I don't need the whole mat. Just gonna move you over. And okay, draw your knees in. Circle the knees. Switch directions. Left foot on the mat. Strap up the right foot and extend the right leg up. Slide your elbows down to the mat. Slide your shoulders down your back. And slowly start to ease your leg toward your face. Putting pressure into the strap, both with the foot and through pulling. Creating an isometric stretch. Breathe through your nose. And roll your tailbone toward the floor. Turn your leg out so your toes face the right wall. Hold the straps in the right hand and start to let the leg fall toward the right. Keep your hips on the floor so your sacrum feels level. Your left knee may fall out to the left a bit to help keep that left side weighted. Give the strap a little pull as you rotate the leg, heel toward the ceiling, toes toward the floor. And extend from your inner thigh to your big toe. Contract from your pinky toe to your outer hip. If you want to get a little tricky, you can hold the straps in your left hand and bring the hand behind the head, elevating the head a bit. This adds the shoulder, gives your left shoulder a stretch, and shifts the angle for the neck in a way that might be good. Breathe, unwinding the stress that might be stuck in your body. Careful with your head here as you move the hand from underneath. Lift the leg up. Hold the straps in that left hand as you let the left leg fall toward the left. Oh, sorry, right leg. I meant right leg. Fall to the left. Straighten your left leg and reach your right arm out to the right. Roll your right hip down, that top hip. Right shoulder on the floor. Gaze to your right. Fill your torso up with the breath. And ride it all the way to the bottom. Increasing your patience. Going to the top of the inhale. And the bottom of the exhale. Circle your right arm down. Turn your head as it moves in front of you, behind you, and out to the side again. And repeat. The next time it's out, gorgeous. The next time it's out to the right, let that help you to roll onto your back, leg to the sky. Pull the leg in even closer. Lift your left leg up to the sky and insert the foot into the strap. Place the right foot on the floor. Let your elbows slide down to the mat, shoulder blades down the back. Edge that leg a little bit closer to your face as you roll your tailbone toward the floor. The belly hollows. Try to open that left knee. We often hold a lot there in the back of the knee. Extend the heel toward the sky. So the foot is flexed. Try to let your fingers relax. Straps in the left hand. Take it out to the left. The right knee might tilt a little to the right to help you keep your sacrum level on the floor. If you want, you can hold the straps in the right hand and place that behind your head. Rotate your inner left thigh toward the ceiling, left toes toward the floor. Try to keep your right big toe firmly down as well. Breathe into sensation as it arises. When the sensation arises, notice if emotions perhaps are rising too. Like if they're a emotion that comes with sensation. For example, if there's pain in the body somewhere, does fear partner with it? Or maybe excitement, maybe hesitation. You may not know what it is, but just see if you can or feel into whatever is there. Is there a story that comes through as well? Whatever it is, just allow it to be there and allow it, notice it, breathe, and let it change as it changes. Don't try to hold it. Just let it wash up and down like the tides. Rolls in and rolls out. Careful with your head as you lift the leg and bring it across into a twist. That left leg falls to the right. That right leg straightens and the left arm opens to the left. Turn your head to the left as well. Roll your outer left hip down. I'm holding the straps in my right hand. Let the breath rise and fall. Notice if it is partnered or paired with any kind of emotion. The sensation. Any kind of story. Is there a part of you that can observe the emotions, the stories, and remain constant and steady? Let the left arm come down, out in front of you, overhead, and all the way around. I had a really intense therapy session yesterday, couples therapy, and I noticed the part of me that was noticing was there, but it was there, but I didn't have as much access to it as normally. The scared part really overwhelmed the whole system. But I'm glad that I knew that somewhere there was the still part that is really untouched by trauma in a sense. It's okay. It is always whole. It is always connected. Feels like it's always been there. And we cultivate that knowing here in this space. Let that left arm be still now. Breathe into the sensation, the emotions, whatever's there. But the part that you're using to observe this is that still part. Reach through that left arm, waist the leg back up as you roll onto your back. Pull the leg toward you, giving yourself a deeper stretch. So grateful for this when I'm active in the world and I find myself in a split, which you'd be surprised how often that happens in pickleball. And I'm like, no problem. Glad I trained for this. And then take the strap off. Hold the leg there nice and strong. Slide your hands behind your head. Raise your right leg off the floor. Mine is just above dog height, which is to say 6 inches. And start to alternate legs and reaching past the leg that's in the pointed toward the sky. So my right arm reaches past my left leg, side to side. If this is too intense, please do it with a bent knee on the top leg. 4 more each side. Come to the middle, hold your head, and my head's just off the floor. My elbows are wide, my legs are straight up to the sky. Just hold, hollow the belly. Lower the head carefully. Take the arms out to a T. Turn the palms to the ground. Hold. Lift your ribs toward your face. So not like a back bend as much as just hollowing the belly. Extend through the inner thigh to the big toes. Relax the traps, the neck, front of the throat. Bend the knees to 90 degrees. Scoot your hips a little to the left. Try to keep your knees stacked as your knees come toward the right. Roll forward slightly toward your right sits bone. Keep that left shoulder pinned and hold here. My knees are not on the floor at all. Only my right sits bone is on that hip. So that my tummy is really working. My core is strong, or wanting to be. Squeeze your right knee into your left knee and draw the knees up. Oh, scooch them to the right a little bit. And slowly I'm moving toward the left. And I'm trying to do this with a lot of control so that I only go as far as that left sits bone. Knees hover and they squeeze. Right shoulder stays down. Squeeze the legs, bring them up. Legs a little, hips a little to the left, knees to the right. Rolling forward slightly onto that right sits bone. Straighten the top leg and shake it like a dog shaking its leg. So you can feel, it's a bit of a weird ask, see if you can feel the pelvic floor responding to this. So drawing in and up through the pelvic floor. And it travels up into that upper side of the belly, like left obliques. You can feel that whole core. Now bend the left knee, straighten the right leg, and shake that one like a dog. And you feel the other side of your pelvic floor, belly. This one's harder for you. And then bend both knees, squeeze the tummy, bring the knees into the middle, pause just a second. Let it regroup. Hips shift to the right a little, drop the knees toward the left. So you're just on that left hip bone. Straighten the right leg and shake it. Jiggle it. It's more of a jiggle. And try to focus on the pelvic floor, engaging up. The core, the tummy, engaging. Even that right butt, that right glute. Oof. And then straighten the left leg, bend the right knee. Straighten the left leg and jiggle. Try to focus on the pelvic floor. Even imagine the bladder. And then bend both knees. Woo, and bring them back into the middle. Hug yourself here. Let it gather and regroup. Rocking left to right with the head in the opposite direction. Rock over to the right and push up and find something you can put your hands on, a couch or chair. You're going to lean forward onto it. And we're going to do a little more of that shaking. So you're going to extend that right leg back and open the hip, kind of like just like half moon actually, but with hands on a support. And you're going to kick and jiggle that leg. Not really kick, but straighten that leg out behind you and jiggle that top leg. Now, what we want is, the leg is jiggling, but the awareness, the mental awareness is on that pelvic floor, drawing in and up and activating. And feeling of strength through the core. I'm trying different angles with the leg because this is tricky for me. Hard time getting it to really jiggle. I must have a lot of control stuff going on. I definitely do. Okay, let's put the right foot down and extend the left leg. Try that one. Yeah, this one's much easier for me to let go crazy. Looks like you guys got it. Oof. All right, and then walk that out. Walk around your room. And see if you feel a little more, I do, a little more pelvic floor. I'm just feeling way more up, like lifted and supported. I feel more lifted up off the knees. The hips feel more buoyant. The chest feels more open. That's kind of rewarding. All right, let's see. So we're going to take this now into down dog. Excuse me, Bruiser. Ooh, sorry, Bruiser. Okay. Stretching up and back. And see if you can feel that lift of the pelvic floor paying off here a bit. And send the right leg up. And let's try it from this angle. If it gets too hard, well, we won't stay too long, but you can have your left knee down to support you, if that's better. See if you can do it from dog. Jiggle that leg. With I have a bit of external rotation in that top leg. And bring the right leg down, send the left leg up, give it a jiggle. Square the hips and step it up to the top of the mat. Keep your feet a little wide. Inhale, pull your heart forward, lengthening your back. Really feel your spine elongating. And then fold, keeping as much length as you can through the side body. And the knees now round the back, tucking the tailbone under as you start to roll one vertebra at a time up. When you kind of, the tailbone starts to go down, feel that pelvic floor engaging. Palms open, inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Step your feet together, close your eyes. Set an intention to help this whole structure of self organize for the sake of your practice. So call yourself home. Call yourself into the body. Release your hands down, blink your eyes open. Inhale, breathe up. Exhale, folding over. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step back with your left and your right foot to plank. Lower to chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Feeling the lift of the pelvic floor. Tummy, chin moves toward the throat, and the shoulders widen apart. Breathe through the nose. Feeling sensation moving through the body as circulation increases. The life force starts to move. Raise the heels on your next inhale. Bend the knees as you exhale. Travel as you wish to the top of the mat. Inhale, heart pulls through. Exhale, fold in deeply. Inhale, rise up and back. Exhale, hands to the heart. Release the hands down. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step back, right, left, chaturanga. Upward dog, downward dog. Widening the upper back. Even through the hands. Guys look good. Bend the knees if you need to really get that length through your spine. Nice. Very nice. Inhale, raise your heels. Bend the knees as you exhale. Travel up as you wish. Good. Inhale, look up. Exhale, flush it out. Beautiful. Inhale, rise up and back. Feel it moving. Feel that back bend. Gorgeous. Hands to the heart. Release the hands down. Inhale, sweep them up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, left foot, right foot. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing. Eyes are steady and still. Find that stillness inside, which observes. Inhale, raise the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Travel up. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look inward, palms to the earth. Stretch the legs. Inhale, rise up and back. And draw the hands to the heart. Bend the knees, chair. Bring the hands to the heart and then reach them behind you. Palms to the ceiling, fold your fingers in, raise your heels up, tongue to the roof of the mouth. Take the tongue side to side along the roof of the mouth and make sound. Lower the heels. Bring the fingers to the floor. Stretch your right leg straight back. Open the hip a bit and jiggle the leg. Jiggle enough that you feel the impact affect the pelvic floor and activate the core. Rotate the leg toward the ground so the hip faces the floor. Try not to collapse and jiggle the leg straight back. It's a bit different and for me harder. Much harder. And then place the right foot down. Pause, feel the hamstrings, yeah. And then send the left leg back, open the hip and jiggle. Turn it down, but try not to let it collapse so it's level and jiggle. Bring the foot down, chair. Inhale the arms up. See if you can feel more zip in the pelvis. More zip holding you up. Maybe you can go lower, squat down. Sinking hips closer to the floor. Place the hands on the ground, take the knees high on the arms. Let's go right to flying. Pick those heels up. Crow. Step or jump the feet back. Plank. Knees to the floor carefully. Chest and chin to the floor. Scoot onto the tummy, cobra. Push back, child. Deep breath here. Let out sound. Inhale, forward cow. Tuck the toes, downward dog. Right leg up. Knee across your left arm. Inhale, right leg up. Knee to the right arm as high as you can go. Inhale, leg up. Knee to the nose. Inhale, lift it up. Step it through. Please rise, crescent. Bend the back knee, zip the legs like scissors. Squeeze them in toward each other. Forward and back and side to side. Reach straight up. Bring the hands to the heart, left elbow outside of right leg. Imagine a wall right to your right. Push your hands into that imaginary wall. Bend the back knee a little. Squeeze the hips toward each other and lean farther forward. Push into that wall. Squeeze the hips. Rotate. Good. Open the arms. One hand to the ground. Top arm to the sky. Top arm can swirl behind you if you want. Or you can take a full bind here. Left hand under, grabbing the right. Careful. Right hand to the floor, unwind slowly. Safely lower your left knee, patting it up as needed. You can have a block anywhere you need it. Maybe under your left hand. Reach back for your left foot with your right hand. Your right knee might open a bit here, but try to squeeze it back in after it's opened. Squeeze it back into the midline and rotate the spine. Take the head back. Kick your foot into your hand. Let the chest open. Woo. Release the foot. Leave your back knee on the ground as you straighten the front leg. Reach your heart forward and rotate your leg internally, externally, flossing inside that hip. And then center it. Keep pulling your heart towards your big toe. Get a gorgeously nice open chest and stretch. Come forward onto that right foot. Send your left leg up. You may want blocks here. Standing split, but with a jiggle. So jiggle that left leg. Cross your left leg behind the right. And pausing just for a second, you may want to go to a wall to kick up to a handstand here. So you may want to have that option of going behind your knee into a curtsy and then kicking up. Or something like that. So curtsy to kick up. And you may find your pelvic floor or whatever, something is holding you up in that handstand with greater ease or something. If that is just not your jam today, you guys are modifying great. Find a modification that suits you, which might be, one of my favorites is a forward bend right against the wall, using the wall to deepen that experience. But if you're happy just on your mat, also good. So the action is curtsying behind and kicking up. A more restorative would be to lean into a wall, let the wall hold your shoulders as you hang. Just letting all the stress of your life unwind just a little. Unwind it just a little, or maybe it's a lot. Just allow to whatever happens. And know that you are safe in this moment. Come on down, lowering the hips, supporting your squat with your fingers on the ground. Just supported, close the eyes. Kind of like a frog that was gonna leap, doesn't want to, just wants to be still. Chest is rising. Lean toward the left foot, raise the right arm up, twist to the right. You can push against that left knee and let that right knee open. Your heels might be up or down. Right hand down, left arm up. Twist to the left. Nice. Push against that right knee, let it open a bit. Oh, nice. Beautiful. Left hand down, bum up to the sky. Catch your elbows, bend the knees a bit, hang. Do it feels good here. Release your hands, slide them under your feet. Toes up to the wrists. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, melt down. This helps rinse out the hands, the wrists. Get them out of there, place them on the ground. Raise your heels, crow. Let the knees rest on those upper arms. The upper arms resist. Heels lift to the bum. Jump or step your feet back. Plank it. Knees drop softly. Chest and chin. Grasshopper. Cobra. Slide back, extended child. Deep breath here. Release whatever's there. Don't censor it. Move forward into cow. Step your toes down, dog. Left leg up. Open the hips slightly and give it a jiggle. Roll it to the center. Jiggle. It's just hobble. Good. Knee to your left upper arm, nice and high. Inhale, leg up. Right upper arm somewhere. Left leg up. To the nose. Lift it up. Step it through. Crescent. Step that back foot up a bit. Bend the back knees so you're upright and reaching. Hands to the heart. Right elbow outside your left leg. Imagine a wall is just there in front of you and push into it. Squeeze your hips into one another. Back knee still a little bent. Lean forward past the ankle. I've even lifted my heel. Push with the hands, squeeze with the hips. Turn the chest open. Nice. Open the arms up, bottom hand down, top arm high. Gorgeous. Left hand down, lower back knee to something soft. Bend that leg, reach back with your left hand toward the foot. Twist. Lean onto that right, gorgeous, head back. Try to pull that left knee back into center after it's gone out. If you can sink in a little further. Yeah. Good, Karen. So you don't want to be right on that knee if you don't have to be. Kick the foot into the hand. Let that help you feel the goddess in this pose. Oh, release out slowly. You're going to straighten that front leg and roll that leg left and right. And pull the heart forward. In the beginning, when we had our strap, we rolled our tailbone to the floor. The equivalent of that here is, see how my tailbone's tucked under and I'm rounded? I don't want that. I want to stick that tailbone back. So I get really into that attachment. Be mindful, some people are very open there. I'm not. So for me, that's an important stretch. For others, you want to approach that with great care. Bend that front knee, come forward to the foot. We're going up to that standing split right leg high. Open it a bit and give it a jiggle. Jiggle until you really feel that pelvic floor activate. And then internally rotate it without collapse. Jiggle. Harder for me. And then cross behind and go for your handstand or a few crosses and then a forward bend. Play with it as you like. Right leg behind. Or let the wall support you. Hang in that forward bend. Whatever really floats your boat right now. When you're ready, coming back to your space, to your mat. Toe heeling the feet apart and coming into a squat. Support with your hands on the floor. Lift the chest. Left arm up, twist. If you want to take a full bind here, you can, or a half bind, or any kind of bind. Going around the front of the right shin. And center, really beautiful. Other side. So if you want to bind, that top arm swirls around and clasp. Come back to the center. Palms to the chest. If you can. Elbows pushing the knees out, knees resist to lengthen the front of the spine. And you take your hands down behind you so you can sit without smashing on your butt. Take your legs out on an angle. Take your right arm in front of the right leg and then reach your right hand under it and behind it somewhere. And then left arm in front of the left leg and reach under it. Pull your legs into your pelvis. So my feet are flexed and I'm sucking my legs at first in. Now, I don't know that all backs will love this pose. So pulling the belly in here, lifting the chest might be enough. Not all elbows will love this pose. You don't want to be on the elbow joint. You want to be above the elbow joint. So if you're like, gonna hurt your elbows, please don't do this. But if this is like calling you and you're like, yes, just let those legs straighten and it will push you forward and down right into a forward fold. Vishta. And some people are really open here, and if that's the case, you can reach your hands behind you and clasp at your low back. I'm good right here for now. You can do this without the arms in just a forward fold with the legs apart. You can put a block under your head. Anything to make it comfortable for you. Coming up, bend the knees again. Pull your hands out from under there. And drawing the legs in nice and slow. You can still have your hands under there and clasp the feet and straighten the legs here. Again, it's kind of weird on the shoulders. It might not be for you. So you could have your hands on top and just straighten the legs. In fact, that's way safer and balance. Kick out through your feet. Now, see if you can pull your chest through and look up. Yeah. Now let's just bend the knees. I like to make these little rosebuds here. So you bend the knees, slide the forearms behind the knees. Gayana Mudra, thumb and index finger together, and palms turn up. You're like I don't know why, but I always feel like a little rosebud here. Pulling your chest through, face up. Again, you can straighten the legs if you want. It's just very sweet. Nice. And then bring the feet down, soles of the feet together. Bring your bum a little bit forward. You know, I like to do this on a block. Many people are very flexible here. I'm more tight, so a block helps me leverage the pose a bit more. Holding onto the ankles, lift the chest. Close the eyes. Breathe in this exalted shape. with long spines, start to ease your way down into a forward fold. I tend to grip my teeth together here, and that's not ideal, so I pay attention to what I'm doing in the mouth. Tongue is soft, jaw is soft. Letting those knees fall open. Trying to keep the big toe side of my foot glued together. Tummy pulled in nicely. Head moving forward in front of the feet. The more you contract from your outer legs, outer knees into your outer hips, the softer that inner thigh will be. Come on up. Sitting up tall, close the eyes, Gayana Mudra, thumb and index fingers together. Again, I'm on a block, so I'm comfy. If you need to switch to a block, please do. Finding stillness. Bringing yourself to awareness by paying attention to each breath, watching it rise and fall. Blink the eyes open. Hold the knees in your palms. Bring the knees together. If you are on a block, put it to the side as you turn, or lie down. I'm not sure what direction you're in. For supported bridge, slide the block underneath the back, right at the sacrum, so it's held. That heavy plate is held. Shoulders come under. Sometimes the back can be tender after a forward fold. Big toe side of the feet rooted to the floor. When you breathe in, you may feel that your pelvic floor is more activated, more responsive. Keep that nice tone. That will lift the diaphragms from there up. So it'll draw the diaphragm under the ribs up, the throat, the soft palate, the center of the skull. All those levers, all those archways lifted, supporting. Elevating the legs from here in a supported shoulder stand. We now include the archways of the feet, the knees. So all the archways of the body are activated, lifted, supported, supporting. If you wish to go higher with the block, because you really want to feel that archway system challenged a bit more, you can go ahead. Feet, knees, pelvic floor, diaphragm, throat, soft palate, tentorium. Bring your hands to your buttocks, low back, and see if you can lift right up off that support into a shoulder stand. Continuing to feel the benefit and assistance of those arches. Move the block. Turn the hands so the fingers face you and the thumbs face your butt. Feel the weight come onto your elbows as you carefully, when you do this, lower the feet into bridge. Hold it. Bring your arms down. Hold the mat. Feel the knees push forward, the chest arching back in this beautiful bridge. Widen the shoulders and come down from the upper back, one vertebra at a time, through to the lower back. Take your hands behind your head, move to the base of the skull, and gently pull. Turning head right and left. Just a little bit of traction. Knees fall together. And I'm tilting my ears toward their shoulder, their corresponding shoulder. And I find as I do this, I can go deeper each time. Centering the head eventually, fingertips press lovingly into that reset button at the base of the skull, top of the neck. Just let your head move like a marble as you intuitively move your fingers in and around that cranial nerve breaker set, circuit breaker. Massaging in there with your fingers. And then when you feel like it's the right time, organize so that your head is aligned properly above your neck, and place the head down. Bring the palms to the sides of your neck and stroke down from the base of the skull to the collarbones a couple times to the shoulders. With your fingers go underneath the chin and back behind the ears, sliding. And thumbs up, balance. And then start to stretch out the legs. Roll them in and out. And sweep from the center of your torso, right at the base of your ribs, to the left. So start at the center and sweep to the left over and over again, cleaning out the spleen. You've got to remember to do lymphatic massage before bed. The histamines activate in the middle of the night. That's like when they get super active. And I get like a burning, crazy itching in all my lymphatic places at night. And I'm mostly asleep, so I don't notice, but lately I've been noticing. And if you have this, the key is to do dry brushing before bed, so you get all this moving. Get all the toxins out. So at like 4 or 5 in the morning, there's less going on. So I'm sweeping up now my side ribs to my armpit and then over to across the breast tissue into the heart. So I'm doing, my right hand is sweeping up the left side gutter. You always want to sweep toward the heart with the upper body. And then left hand at the bottom of the right rib cage, up that side alley, across the breast to the heart, breast singular. trash day in Chattanooga and trash day here. So I'm just letting my lymph carry out the toxins. And then right hand goes to the center of the torso again at the base of the ribs and sweeps the spleen, which is like the garbage truck coming and clearing it all out. There's one more point we want to get as far as opening the gutters and taking the trash out, and that's gallbladder 40, which is at the left outer ankle, where that ankle bone connects to the foot. It'll be sore right there. And where it connects to like the foot bed, so not the side, but at the front. And there's a hollow point there. Push into it, massage into it, tap it, whatever feels right. That's going to open the garbage chute. So the gallbladder meridian, which is very important for detoxing, carry it all out. All right, and that feels good. Stretch your leg back out. Find your alignment. Take a deep breath in when you're ready. Tip in more at the top. And a huge sigh out the mouth. Ah, mother bear. Ah. Breathe in. Ah. Inhale. Inhale at the top, hold. Exhale it out. Find your shoulder blades on the back and release everything. Front body into back body. Let go. easily moving out of the tissue. The emotions free to move along, unfettered. Take a deep breath in. On an exhale, yawn, reaching the arms back, the legs out, feel your fingers and toes. The incredible coordination of mind and body and spirit. Bending the left knee, rolling to the right, cuddling in. Nourishing your body with breath now. It's not the same breath we started with. This is full of prana. The mitochondria inside the cells able to work better, function more skillfully, more efficiently and effectively. The cells are able to use the life force energy. And you begin to light up. Pressing your hands into the earth. Find that connection as you rise. Find a seat which holds you well, where you feel grounded and open at the same time. Bring your palms to the heart. Tune into your intention. Has it held? Has it grown? Has it clarified? Release the hands. Inhale, breathe them up. Rub your palms together. Touch them to your face, your neck, your chest. Bring them around your back to the kidney space. Rub. Pull anything that's there forward and away from you. Press it away. Palms open, and then bring them together in front of the heart. Feeling aligned with your heart's prayer. One Om, inhale. Om. Thumbs to forehead center. Thank you so much. Bowing into yourself, to your community, to the ones you love, to the ones you don't know, the ones who are in the dark, the ones who need light. Send the light to them and to all beings, all creatures, big and small. Lifting the head. Thank you guys. I hope you have a blessed day and week and life. I love you. We've got Venus and Aries, so a lot of fire and relationships going on. And Venus is retrograded, so it's just going to be a lot of fun. Get it. Enjoy it. And see you later.
Can I have that last song?
Yeah, you can have